Okay, you can get started.
All right. Well, I did a presentation last year on offensive line play that had a bunch of drills we do and that kind of thing, and it was all man blocking. And then where I was this year with 9, 10, and 11-year-olds, we went with some zone blocking. And so I had to come up with a way to teach the combos. And I came up with a way that I really liked, and I think the kids picked it up really quickly. And even before I did the man block, and all my background was in like the cool clinic and those kind of places where almost everything was zone blocking. So, excuse me, block was basically zone blocking, except one-on-one. Can you guys still hear me? Okay. All right. Yeah, if someone notices that I suddenly stop talking, let me know because I've been having internet problems. So sorry about that. So anyway, so when we went to combos, it was pretty easy to adapt like the hands blocking kind of stuff that we were doing and sort of take the man wherever you can take them and that kind of stuff to the combos. And the part I really enjoyed was the actual teaching of the combos because a lot of guys always talk about zone blocking and who the running back's reading and is it you're doing it strong, you're doing it weak, you're doing this, you're doing that, and there's not a lot general in the actual teaching of the combos. So I wanted to put something together on how we taught them. So first of all, I wanted to go over how I look at zone blocking because you ask 15 different coaches about zone and everybody knows exactly what it is and everybody's idea is different. So anyway, if you have two offensive linemen, you have a D lineman, you have a linebacker, and you want to get them blocked, or if they're in a stack, and with a stack, we would consider the stack backer slightly to the backside. So in a stack, those two guys would be taking a stack. If you look at it as just two guys lined up next to each other, you'd like to block them like that if you could go one-on-one. If they're like this, you'd like to block them like that. Problem is, what if they cross? If they cross, you're going to get picked off. Or the D lineman comes forward, the other guy rolls over the top, now you can't get to them. If they both come forward, you can block them straight up, one-on-one. So the question is, what do you do if the defenders exchange places? And so what we want is the left-hand lineman will always take the guy that comes to our left. The right side lineman will always take the guy that comes to our right. So if the linebacker goes over the top and the lineman slants in, we block him like this. If the linebacker flows over the top, defensive lineman comes straight ahead, we get them like that. If they're in a stack and the linebacker goes backside, we get them like that. If they're in a stack, the linebacker goes front side, we get them like that. So to me, that's the whole key to zone. All I'm trying to do is get two one-on-one blocks with the left side guy staying on the left and the right side guy staying on the right. As long as I get that, I'm good. Everything else, who the running back reads, what play he calls it, wide zone, is it tight zone, all that kind of stuff to me is relatively immaterial to how do we handle a D lineman and a linebacker when they might exchange places and they might not. So, let me see. So step one for us, if we're facing this kind of lineup from this alignment from the two defenders, is hang on a second. All right, I can't tell if I'm having internet problems or not. Step one is we
You're good.
is we want to go down on the D lineman, and to me, the double team was almost killing time until we get to our two one-on-one blocks. The whole key for me was I want to get to two one-on-one blocks without one of my guys getting picked off because the D lineman went away one way and the linebacker went the other way, and we didn't expect that, and now we're picked off. So we're not anticipating where they're going. We're using zone, and we're running combos. So step one is the double team on the D lineman. And both guys go to the double team. The way we do that, and this I found out this is very important. Some of you may already know this. The steps were vital. When we were doing man blocking, it wasn't a huge deal to me which foot they stepped with. You know, if the guy was to their right, they could step right foot. If the guy was to the left, they could step left foot. If the guy was in front of them, they could step with whatever foot made him comfortable. We started doing that with zone, and we were getting annihilated with penetration. So if we're going right, and this blue arrow at the bottom, by the way, shows which way the play is going. But I think I did every slide in here based on zone right. We want the play side lineman to step right. And then the backside lineman is also stepping right. If the play side guy goes straight ahead, he can get beat to the outside. If he goes to the right and the other guy goes straight ahead, we can get split. So we need the play side guy to go play side, to step for the play side foot first. And because of that, we also need the backside guy to do it so there isn't a hole. So basically, regardless of where the D lineman is, even if he's in the gap between the two of them. And I'm not getting into which combos you call and how you call which guys, you know, are these two guys taking the combo? Is those two guys taking the combo? This is once you've decided you have two offensive linemen and you have a D lineman and a linebacker, how are you handling it? And so we want them both stepping, regardless of the defensive alignment, both stepping to the play side. And we modified the 3 basic drills we do to emphasize the footwork, because in previous years, I have 3 drills that those of you who might have been on Dumb Coach have probably seen, which were called Slow Oklahoma, 3 cones, and 2 board.